Back then they didn't want me, now they mad cause I'm poppin'. Back then they didn't want me, now they mad cause I'm poppin'. Back then they didn't want me, now they mad cause I'm poppin'. Back then they didn't want me, back then they didn't want me. Back then they didn't want me, now I'm poppin', they all. Back then they didn't want me, now I'm poppin', they all. Back then they didn't want me, now I'm poppin', they all. Back then they didn't want me, now I'm poppin', they all. Back then they didn't want me, now I'm pushing forms with the candy paint, with the six back, smoking backwoods, that big sock, sipping drink in the VIP with Luke Nasty and Wiley, about to hit the stage. If you didn't know, now you about to know. It's Tech Man in a different state. I'm catching flights, I'm doing shows, I'm getting money and fucking hoes. When I'm in the club, they know the rep, they see my face and they find the pole. I'ma throw my ones, I'ma do my set, I'ma get some head, then it's time to go to another club, grab another check. That's how I be when you wanna roll. Back then they didn't want me, now I'm popping, they on me. Now that ain't never a time I don't get ass after performing. I just woke up to two bitches cooking breakfast in the morning. When I'm out of town, it's going down. If you're a bad bitch, I'm on it. Back then they didn't want me, now they mad cause I'm poppin'. Back then they didn't want me, now they mad cause I'm poppin'. Back then they didn't want me, now they mad cause I'm poppin'. Back then they didn't want me, back then they didn't want me. Back then they didn't want me, now I'm poppin', they all. Back then they didn't want me, now I'm poppin', they all. Back then they didn't want me, now I'm poppin', they all. Back then they didn't want me, now I'm poppin', they all. You a bad little bitty with your besties gon' then turn up. You a real nigga mobbing with your clique gon' then pull up. Pull a baddie to the side, sit her down, tell her roll up. In your city for a night, so I ain't tryna control her. I'm just tryna bring your panties to the side, bend it over. I'm just tryna get lucky like I just pulled a cloak. Cause back then they didn't want me, now my name is well known. She can't reach my main line, yo bitch hit my trap phone. Yo shawty bust it open, I got Bandz in my pocket. And she ain't gon' charge me nothing, she gon' do it cause I got it. Plus she heard I tech and rap, yeah I do this shit for profit. Not a nigga ain't from Houston, but I take off like a rocket. Back then they didn't want me, now they mad cause I'm poppin'. Back then they didn't want me, now they mad cause I'm poppin'. Back then they didn't want me, now they mad cause I'm poppin'. Back then they didn't want me, back then they didn't want me. Back then they didn't want me, now I'm poppin', they all. Back then they didn't want me, now I'm poppin', they all. Back then they didn't want me, now I'm